Okay, so we're standing on the border between two parishes, the parish of Thrapston, parish of Titchmarsh rather, where we just come from, and moving into Clopton, which is a small hamlet just to the northeast of Titchmarsh. And ahead of us is Skulking Dudley Coppice. It's a coppice because it's a small woodland area, and Skulking Dudley, it's named after the legendary ghost that is rumoured to have inhabited, and some people still believe does inhabit, the woodland area. So the legend is as follows. Lord Dudley of Clopton was lord of the manor in Clopton, and he owned all the tracts of land that you can see to the left of you and to the right of you as well. And he was a notoriously cruel man. He treated his farm workers and his servants very poorly, and he was constantly in arguments with his neighbour, who was Lord, I think Hazelbreve was his name. There are various versions of the legend, but the most commonly accepted one was that Lord Dudley, who was a much hated man and used to punish and mistreat his workers all the time, one day violated one of the farm workers' daughters, and in a fit of anger the following day, when Dudley was out visiting his lands, the father, who was one of the farm workers, attacked Lord Dudley with a scythe. It's used for cutting wheat, and hit him in the head, killing him. Some versions of the legend say that he was decapitated, but others say that he just hit him in the head and killed him. And because Dudley had led such a wicked life, he was not released either into purgatory or into hell, but was doomed to wander the lands where he had caused so much pain and suffering for eternity. This was in the early 14th century, so in the early 1300s. So it was round about the beginning of the High Middle Ages, medieval times, and over many centuries the figure of Dudley had been seen skulking in the coppices, that is, hiding, spying on people, running and hiding and coming out. And of course, especially to the ignorant labourers, was a cause of great fear. Even over hundreds of years later, nobody wanted to farm the woodlands where the killing took place, and as you can see, it remains largely untouched to this day. In 1902, the villagers invited the Bishop of Peterborough, which is the local cathedral city, to come down with 12 priests at midnight and to perform an exorcism rite to finally rid the area of the ghost of Skulking Dudley, and it appears to have at least partially worked, although there is still some superstition in the local area here, and occasionally it can be seen that the locals, the superstitious locals, harkening back to pagan times, will leave offerings of food or grain or wheat to Dudley to appease his spirit, because one of the fears is that his ghost will render the farmland around here useless. At the moment, as you can see, to the left there's peas growing, and to the right wheat, and often it is said that the offerings still nowadays in the 21st century are left to Dudley to appease his spirit. So we're now about entered the coppice, into the woodland. You can see ahead in the path there's an opening into it, and I think that's about the sum total of the story.